What's up, guys? This is Crypto the James talking to you today about Golem. Golem has been around for ages. It's almost an OG at this point of crypto. For those people that don't know about it, um, I still think this is one that has the ability to do something, but they have a lot to do to hit the target point that I'm talking about because they've never been that high. Um, but again, I like looking at data drives analysis, and some of the Golem stats are quite impressive. So I want to talk about why I think they've got the potential to do the price run I'm suggesting. Um, and it's a solid project. So this is one people want to pay attention to. But before I get into it, if you are new to the channel, these are the first 26 coins that I actually spoke about and owned when I made the channel. Even though I've been in this space for 8 years, I started the channel a couple of years ago. Had you put in $100 into each of these coins when I released videos about them, and you were still holding all those cryptos, never sold them, just ignored them for 2 straight years, you'd still be in profit for like 9.2k. And that's pretty much doing everything possible wrong as an investor. But if you just sold these coins like I did last year when the markets absolutely rocketed up, just $100 into each of those coins would have netted you a profit of 123 grand. So big difference between doing the right and the wrong thing. Now, as I said, I sold these off last year. These are not the coins I own anymore. If you want to see my current portfolio, you can go to copymycrypto.com. On that site, I share every coin I own, every one I buy, every one I sell. We have tutorials set up because a lot of the members never invest in anything. So those tutorials run them through how you can. Same ones that I send to friends and family. Now, guys, look, obviously I got the call of Phantom right. No one in 2020 was talking about Phantom, not a single YouTuber out there. I did a Udemy course dedicated to Phantom. I said it would 100x or more. Obviously, it did way more than that. It did 677 from when I released the Udemy course to its all-time high. I'll find another Phantom. And when I do, I won't do a Udemy course like last time. I'm just going to go onto the site, tell the members, found this coin, been diving into it for the last month or so, love it, think it's got huge potential. I'm putting this percent of my money in, and they can copy along and they can make the same gains. And look, this spreadsheet has a history of success. Obviously, 677 times gains, 2 grand into Phantom would have made you a millionaire. But other coins up here did 40x's, 50x's, 60x's. So again, I only go into coins that I think fundamentally have strong potential. So if you want to make these kind of gains, go read the site and bear in mind everything on the site can be verified on the YouTube channel history. The link's on screen, guys. So Golem's priced at 19.5 cents ish now, 19.4. All-time high was like $1.20, $1.10. I do think this can run up to a couple of bucks because you got to bear in mind, like it didn't actually drop it significantly. It hit heights of about 76 cents in the previous cycle, 77 cents. Its all-time high was 110. So asking it to break its all-time highs is, it's a bold statement. Because if they didn't break their all-time high in this cycle, they're probably not going to do it. But I like Golem. Some of the stats are very impressive, and I'll show you them in a second. So 2016 was when the Golem project was announced by led by the Golem Factory. The network launched on mainnet on April 10th, 2018. And the network is a decentralized computation network. So it's a way of distributing power that isn't being utilized on a computer to those who are in need of it. So you've got a peer-to-peer network where users join on an equal basis to buy and sell their computation so that those people that are in need of additional computation power can buy it. So it splits up into complicated tasks into smaller subtasks within the network. The upside to Golem is there's no central authority. No user is more or less powerful or important than any other. And the Golem network token is used to pay for computations on the network, and it's the currency that drives their marketplace. So as a requester, you bid for an amount of GNT or GLM now, I guess, that you're willing to pay to have your task completed. As a provider, you earn GNT by computing tasks for requesters. So as I said, peer-to-peer network, split into lots of smaller tasks so that the overriding computation is not dependent on one set part of the network. Their tools include obviously the SDKs for requesters and providers. You've got execution environments. It's written in Python as well as JavaScript and Rust API. And Awesome Golem is the community created list of resources that they have, and that's all across GitHub. So you can see what their sort of ecosystem, what the world of Golem is. So at the moment, obviously, they've got their network platform, which you can is just their site where you can learn about everything. And they're basically their socials. You've got Thorg, which is learning about how Thorg mining works. They've got their network stats, which I'm going to show you in a second. And then they've got apps like Golem Slate, Chess on Golem, and Golem Machine, which is a web-based image editor that allows users to upload multiple images and apply bulk actions to them. Then they've got all their testing apps, and so you've got Golem Test Harness, which is their tool with the purpose of speeding up development process. You've got a few bits and bobs. Like, I'm not going to go through every one. They're all right. Yeah, Golem Sudoku, Golem Fleet Battle Simulator, Chess on Golem. It's not bad, guys. It's not bad. It is small though. When you actually take a look through it, there is not a ton here. Given that they've been around since 2017. Yes, mainnet launched on 2018, but I would want to see this grow. So when we actually take a look at what Golem pushes, is obviously create, compute, and earn. It's a global group of creators building ambitious software solutions for the advancement of technology. And what particularly interests me is the network statistics. So the historical statistics are as follows. Their all-time high in terms of providers for computational power was 895. Currently, right now, they're sitting on 619. So they've actually only lost about a quarter of their providers. A third of their providers. That's really not that bad. When you realize that in the entire time that they've sort of been running, their all-time high was only again, in 20 in yeah, earlier this past year. So the fact that they've only lost a sort of a third of that, in spite of the fact that we're in a full-blown bear cycle, not bad. Again, in terms of cores, the amount of cores that were all-time high was 23,651, about half that now in terms of cores, which obviously, you would expect a dwindling, but even then, 12,500 cores, still pretty damn good. Historical stats for memory, all-time high was 40.1 terabytes. We're still hovering around half that now. Right now, 17.8. So again, you would expect it to drop. Terabytes of disk, you're looking at all-time high of 234.96. And we're about 138. So we're again a little less than half. And provider median pricing has obviously come down quite a lot over the course of time, as you would expect as more users use the network, so fees are more competitive. And again, a lot of providers are providing simultaneously. Not tons, but 10% of the providers right now. So the stats on this are not bad at all. This has got a use case, it's got a user base. And for me, that's a big, 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 big plus because this isn't a well marketed product by any stretch of the imagination. Golem, you don't see advertising for Golem anywhere um, whatsoever, and that's something they need to work on. Right, they legitimately need to work on that because it isn't um, it isn't done as well as it should. So in terms of overall holders of Golem, 17,500 or 17,400. So not tons of holders, obviously, um, but still not a bad amount. Um, when we look at the overall percentage, obviously we can see that 15% of the supply is in one place, uh, which I believe is the Golem network. Yeah, so Golem network. So that's distributed for payments. So effectively, you've got escrow that works to hold funds between tasks. But overall, the majority of these are on actual exchanges. This holder has 13 million. So again, this is probably a Golem wallet. Yeah, it's a Golem wallet. But all in, look, with Golem priced at 19.5 cents, there's a few things that need to happen for Golem. Better advertising, better community communication. I'm not saying you have to do a Twitter update every damn day or any sort of update every day on any particular social, but it has to be a bit more regular than what they've been doing. We're not seeing tons from them uh, in terms of sort of promotion, and you have to be at the forefront of people's minds because you've got a solution to a legitimate problem, which is computational power. Like developers have that problem, but the two areas of weakness for Golem for me right now are marketing. They're just not getting in front of people, and they should be. It's a good, strong project. They're solving a legitimate problem in the space. Um, Number two is just ecosystem growth. Now, I've not seen anywhere any evidence of grant or incentivization system to get developers to come to Golem, because if you did get developers to come to Golem, or you got enterprises to come to Golem, if you can incentivize um, companies to effectively market for you, or you can incentivize developers to come and build with you, then you grow. But there's a little stagnation. I still think it's going to hit $2 because that's a market cap of 2 billion, which is not that big, but it is almost double their all-time high. So it's a big ask. But it can do the $2, but it has to grow the world of Golem. It has to grow that ecosystem, and they have to do effective marketing, which they haven't done basically since they've been around. And the fact that they have had they remain and they've consistently sort of had a market cap above 100 million for since their inception, really shows that they've got value, or certainly there's a belief that they have value, but and they've done that without marketing. So add marketing in, and then it should be able to do $2. But that's what I'd be watching out for. If they don't do those things, they won't. I don't think they'll hit the $2 mark. But it's worth monitoring those things. Also monitoring network usage, because as that develops, and if we start seeing a flurry of more network usage, then there's a stronger uh, need of use, and as a result, they'll have more success. So, but it's always data. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And if you're a returning viewer, hit the subscribe button. It helps the channel, and the videos are going to make you money, so you don't want to miss them, guys. And last thing, look, if you want to see the current holdings that I have, my current portfolio, go to copymycrypto.com. On the site, I share my portfolio. I share anytime I buy or sell a coin. I do videos on a daily basis talking about the markets if that interests you. Many of the members just go on to see what I'm doing. see what I'm buying, see what I'm selling. If you're brand new to investing, we've got tutorials set up so that so you can learn the ropes. These are the same ones I send friends and family. And guys, look, I have a history of success. So if you want to make these kind of gains, go read the site and understand. Look, everything on the site you can verify because it's all on the YouTube channel history, along with videos about these projects as well. And I will find another phantom. I will find a coin that I know can do that 100x gain. And when I do, I'm going to go onto the site and tell the members. So again, if you want to make those kind of gains, go read the site. The link is on screen right now. Go read the site. Again, if you want to check anything against the YouTube channel history, do that, guys. And hopefully I will see you there. Take care. Bye-bye.